Hello and welcome. I'm hautemesstom, and today I'm going to be going through the purchases I made at Sephora in 2018, and we will talk about whether or not I thought they were worth paying for here in 2020. So I will tell you that my purchases are probably going to be a little bit less than I've done in any other year, because I've done this once before. I did 2017, and that was like the first year I was like real big into makeup, but most of 2018 I was unemployed. I still did make some purchases because I was employed by the end of the year, but you'll get it. You'll understand and you will see. On January 10th, 2018, I bought the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So I used that powder for a very long time, and I still have multiples of that powder in my drawer. I do work for Sephora. None of these opinions that I give are Sephora's opinion and are mine and mine alone. So I do receive Laura Mercier setting powder as gratis occasionally, and I do share the wealth, but I always do keep one on hand because I do like that powder, and I kind of like to use it because I get it a lot, since I have a lot of it. I do tend to use it whenever I do drag looks for the setting powder because I'm not afraid to burn through it because I know there will always be more. So I do still like this powder, but it is not currently my favorite. My favorite setting powder is the Hourglass setting powder, and that is A-OK. Perfect, amazing powder, super glowy. I'm not sure how it would be on deep skin tones though, but I'm just speaking from my complexion. I really like that powder. But I probably will never purchase the Laura Mercier loose setting powder ever again. We are standing, so I feel I can be a little bit bouncier than I usually am because I can, dip it low, as Christina Milian once said. Also on January 10th on Sephora.com, I might have bought this at the store that I was working at, or I might have bought this at home, but it's the Caffeine eye solution. I remember this being fine, but I don't think it did anything revolutionary for me. I was using it in conjunction with a Murad eye cream, and I'm sure the Murad eye cream was doing more for me than this one was. But if you want to try a caffeine eye serum, there's this one. There's one by Inky, which is a little bit, it looks like an easier tube to control, but I think they both will perform very similarly, and I know that you can buy the Inky List in some Sephoras, so it's definitely worth checking out one of those products if you're looking for something to wake up the under eye. I feel like I'm a news host. Like, today in the news, 2 years ago, Tom bought makeup. Back to you, Tom. Thanks, Tom. Let's talk about the next product. This is in July, so July 14th, 2018. I had to look at my phone for this. It was the Incredible You Glow Girl Iridescent Jelly. This is not in my collection anymore. It was very pretty, but it was definitely you put it on your skin. It didn't play very well on top of other products, so I just didn't love that. Also, July around this time is when I was employed again. So I was like, what am I going to do? I only have $12 in the bank account. I'm going to buy a highlighter. A highlighter that I didn't even like that much. Tom, in October 4th of 2018, I bought the Sephora Collection Colorful Wink It Felt Tip Liquid Eyeliner Waterproof version. So I know it's a very Sephora Collection product lies in this mysterious middle zone of cost, right? It's not drugstore price, but it's also not what most of Sephora store products cost. So it's lower than that, but higher than drugstore. So it's very hard to I think people get very confused when they see Sephora collection prices. They're like, well, why not get the $8 black eyeliner that I found at Target? Well, here's the thing. I really like most of the Sephora collection products that I've used, especially this. Now, I do like a brush tip applicator, which I don't think that they had a brush tip eyeliner at the time that I bought this, but they do now. This performed very similar to the KVD and Beauty Tattoo Liner, and I think if you were looking for something that wasn't $20 and was more in the $12 range, I think these are $12 or $14. I'll put the correction somewhere on the screen if I got it wrong. I think this is definitely worth your time to try because it's a very high-performing product, and no regrets on that one. I just used it up. Welcome to this side of the stage. On October 6th of 2018, I bought the Tarte Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette Volume 2. That highlighter palette still is in my collection to this day, and I know that it still exists on Tarte's website, and I have no idea if Ulta even sells it at all. Here's what I do know to be true. is that that highlighter is super beautiful, super blinding, and I don't know why people sleep on it. I know that Tarte has some single highlighters, but they're like not as good. There's something about this formula that is like chef's kiss. And if you're looking for a blinding highlight, and I can use like 3 of the shades in that palette, the darkest shade, it's just like I wouldn't be able to use it, but I really got my money's worth out of it. I use it all the time. It's gorgeous, and I would recommend it to you. On November 3rd, 2018, I bought the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. Okay, so I really bought it because I wanted to try the Natasha Denona formula because I hadn't at that point. It was, I believe, on the app, it doesn't really tell you if it was like on sale when you bought it. It just tells you what the price of it is now. I do not believe I paid full price for it. One, because you do get a discount when you work at Sephora. That's like, I think you would assume that, but know that. And then also, I think it was marked down anyway. So it was like on sale for $99, and then I got my discount on top of that, which is a beautiful thing, okay? Very thankful for that job and for that perk, that privilege, and I do not take it for granted. Anywho, moving on. It's a nice palette. It's very pretty. This is like a fun side story. One of my coworkers at Sephora was really trying to talk me out of buying the the gold palette. And I wanted the gold palette because it had those like beautiful greens in it, and I was like intrigued. Like I hadn't taken a deep dive into greens yet, and I thought, what a fun way with gold and green to like take a deep dive into green. And she was like, you should buy the Safari palette. And I was like, ma'am, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'm not going to use a matte eyeshadow palette that I pay $129 for. It was really hard for me to buck up to buy the $80 Viseart palette that I have that is only matte. So like, know that. So she talked me into the Sunset palette as opposed because she was like, you'll never use that green. But I think that was incorrect. And I think looking back on it, I would have preferred to have the gold palette. I do like this palette, and I get a lot of compliments whenever I do use it because it does create very beautiful looks, very easy and very blendable eyeshadows. And the shimmers are just very, very gorgeous. But I also find that like a lot of the looks that I do from the Sunset palette tend to look the same. I'm just getting so distracted about me and the monitor, like dancing around, but I'm having a good time. Maybe I should stand more for my videos. Or I bet you hate this. So on November 17th, I bought the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Concealer. This is in Barba. That concealer is it. It is the one I have on my face today. It is the same bottle from that date that I have on this face today. You get 0.5 ounces in this bottle of product. Do I always love Too Faced as a brand? No, but they really hit the nail on the head with this concealer. Performs very similar to Shape Tape, but isn't as drying, and that's what I love about it. It looks so good. Full coverage. Honey. This concealer is it. I also like to sell this product because I fully believe in it. This product is my whole, like, if there was a concealer that like I could only buy for the rest of my life, it'd be that one. But also, I've had it for 2 years and I still haven't run out of it. Like, I'm getting close to the bottom now, but like 2 years, sweetie. Now, granted, you have to take into consideration, I don't wear makeup every single day. I wear it when I go to work, but that's not every day. And like, I only wear it like when I'm doing fun things. In this day and age, you think I'm doing fun things outside? In this pandemic? Sweetie. And this is my last purchase of 2018. It was the Murad Renewing Eye Cream. It's the green one. You can tell because I put a picture of it up here for you. I really like this eye cream. I used it for a really long time, and it went on sale. And then again, used my discount on top of it. We love a scent on sale. I really enjoyed using this eye cream for a very long time. I used to work for Massage Envy. We carried Murad, so like this was just like a continuation of me using the product from Murad, like from Massage Envy into adulthood. Truly, really kind of what it was. I like the eye cream. Here's the thing. I don't think I have really bad under eyes. I also don't think I have bad under eyes because I've been using eye cream since I was 20. And I know there are like estheticians and derms who are like, you don't need an eye cream, but like, honey, have you seen the skin? Look at the skin. It's real. We're not trying it out, but it's pretty expensive. So for it to be like on sale, I think they normally go half off. multiple times throughout the year. So if you're interested in trying this, I think it's worth it. But I've also have tried so many eye creams since then, but like you don't need that much eye cream. An eye cream should probably last you about 6 months, I would say. All right, I'm stand right in the center for this outro. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have you ever checked out your previous purchases? This was not an original idea. I saw Lauren May Beauty do this, and I will link her video down below where she was doing this for a while. And I really liked it, so I decided to jump in on the trend. Because what? I'm a follower, not a leader. And I know that about me. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.